My name is Joyce Jakada. This is today's live on Equa Television International. We're glad you could join us on this fresh episode. We're talking about earning respect at work. Earning respect at work is when your co-workers, your colleagues admire the way you conduct yourself and carry yourself. Kindness is one way to earn respect at work. I'm not doing this alone. I have some beautiful ladies in the house and a gentleman indeed. Sambo Solomon, you're welcome.
Good morning, Joyce. How are you doing?
The last man standing.
Yes. I'm telling you about-
Prudence. Good morning. Jabima, you look
Good
colorful.
morning.
Morning. Let's talk about earning respect at work. Like I said earlier on, you know you're respected when people admire how you conduct yourself, how you carry yourself, and then how you're able to focus, concentrate on your primary assignment. And I think it has more to do again with you being kind, because there's people at workplace that, yes, they know their responsibility, they are up to the task, but there is no iota of kindness in them. And that makes people dislike them. That makes people not want to associate with them. And they are just left to be on their own. And there's this class of people that will want to coerce respect from people. You know, when you do the right thing, naturally, people, you earn it. Respect is not something you force, you earn it. But you see people compelling people to obedience. And the workers will be like, well, let's do it. Let's do it. But we're doing it because that's what the work expect you to do. This person is heading you, so he said do this, you just do it. But in the true sense of it, you know that the people around that organization, that company, that business don't have single respect for their leader. So how can one earn respect if it's not about position, if it is about individual, if it's about how you carry yourself? How can one earn respect at work?
Well, talking about respect and talking about work, you talk about position, you talk about individual. That means you are taking the position out. You're just talking you dealing with people around you. Is a very good and wonderful topic, because this is something that is, let's say, is really eating us deep, and then people don't really pay attention to you to eat. You see, because it's wide, but I believe this panel is capable of handling.
And let's not forget that the respect is not just about the head or whoever is leading the organization. There are subordinates too that, like, they are not being respected either by their head or their co-workers. So when there's anything to do, nobody considers them because you can't get result from here.
Yeah, you see, let's look at it holistically. You know, you can't take the other and leave the other, because if you look at work, there's respect that you gain from just being committed by doing your work. The organization will respect you by just doing that, because when it comes to you concentrating to your assignment, people will say thumbs up. When they talk and they call someone's name, you know it's a no-go area, because they know you have earned that respect. People already know that place is stick good. But there's a relationship again, because even at workplace, you are not working alone. You work with people. And then I so much believe the reason why organization is being formed, that you will see more than 2 people in a place, is because they recognize team. Take it out, that means it's only you that will be working. But once 2 people are coming together, it's no longer it's team. And you can't get result outside the team. You can't. Even if you get, it won't be that desired result that you want. So you definitely need people. You need to relate well with them. So some people, like you painted earlier, you will see that when it comes to work, people will say yes. And I remember GM will always say there are some people, yes, they are good in what they are doing. Give them work, they will deliver. But in the process, they tear so many things apart. Because what is expected is for you to carry everybody along. Everybody is happy. At the end of the job, everybody takes the credit because it's a teamwork. But you will see that, yes, at the end, the job is done, but the relationship, is not that cordial simply because of the process. Somebody will say, please, Joyce, can you help me pick this cup and take it to so place? Maybe it's not his responsibility. She's your subordinate, right? But picking cup is not a responsibility. You get it? But you'll be like, and come and carry this cup and keep it on my table. Number one, is not her responsibility or his responsibility. You understand? He's your subordinate. Yes, but his time of reference is being spelled. So that person can just decide and say, that's not my responsibility. And you know how we do here. There are certain things, if you do, after you come, you will report. On a lighter note. You understand?
Yeah, so, your
own. What am I trying to say? There's a way you carry yourself. There's a way you behave. Some people will tell you, that's my nature. That's how I am. I talk harsh. I do this. But man, there are some ethics that you have to follow. And you see, Bible is a full package of living, whether at home, the working place. Bible already gave us guideline of how to live. That's why you talk about kindness. Kindness. If someone is kind, that means you're putting other people, ahead. You think on their behalf. If I do this, if I say this, how are they going to think about it? So you see, we have to carry every part that makes life positive with us. Not saying that this thing work for me. I don't care how other person feel. I don't care how other people think and the rest. I say, if people begin to think like I ask myself, then God would have just decided to just create one person and to just leave just that one person and just leave you to just live your life. But because he see the need of us working together as team in all aspects of life, that's the reason why we have to carry everybody along. We have to be kind to each other. And I think it's one of the ingredients of the Holy Spirit. So imagine you don't have that. I don't think things around you will work well.
Okay, any respect, I feel, is really a dicey thing. It can be misinterpreted for people being scared of you. People respecting you and being scared of you are two different things. And then we're talking about any respect in the workplace. So be it a boss or a subordinate, senior staff or junior staff, respect is reciprocal. When you give respect, you get respect in return. When people fear you, then they don't respect you, because in your absence they'll do whatever they want to do because you're not there. When you come, they begin to form some kind of things. Then that is no longer respect. They fear you. They don't respect you. In your absence, they say a lot of things, and when you are around, they can't say it. Things that ordinarily, when you are there, they will not be able to say it to your face. They say it at your back because they don't respect you. But if they respect you in the workplace, even in your absence, if they hear other people saying things that are not true about you, they'll stand for you when you are not there. And then respect is being earned. You can't buy it. There's no amount of money, and you can't force it on people. So respect is being earned. What they see you do from time to time eventually keeps building that respect. So how you treat people at work, how you carry yourself, how you behave, not just what you say, but what you do as well, earns you respect. It's not about talking kindly to people. You have to act kindly to people as well. It's not about dishing out instructions. You have to do that thing you're doing. If you say people should do this thing, they should see you do it first of all. What did Jesus do in the Bible? For everything he told people to do, he did it. So he didn't just say, do as I do. And he didn't just say, do as I say, don't do as I do. He said it and he acted it and he did it with the whole of his heart, and it made it very easy for people to follow him. See the thousands of people that were following him. They didn't bother if they were going to trek from whatever place to wherever place, because he was doing it. So in the workplace, whether you are a junior staff, you're a senior staff, you're the head of the whole place, the respect you expect people to give you, you have to give it to the people too. And you should not choose who you want to respect. Down to people that clean, you should respect them, because they are all humans. Is it because you have the privilege of having a higher opportunity than them? We are all humans before God. We are precious in his sight. So respect, you shouldn't choose who you want to respect. You have to be intentional about it from the depth of your heart. Say, oh, this one is a security person, I need to treat him with kindness. This one is my immediate boss, I need to treat him with kindness. Even when people are saying things that are not good about that person, you can stand and say something good, because you know you have experienced it. So respect is being earned, yes, but then you don't stop earning it. Even when people respect you to the highest, you still keep thriving, because it is a daily struggle, it is a daily battle. Even Jesus never stopped.
I like that she mentioned how when you're being respected, you need to up your game. But apart from that, I loved that she said it has to come from the inside. That's what really is respect for me. Respect is something that you have to be deliberate about. Okay, so I want to be respectful to people, regardless this person's position, what cadre this person is on, what position this person is holding. It doesn't really matter. So far as this person is a human being, then I have to respect that person, and that's the attitude each and every one of us should have. Because if you do not have that kind of attitude, it's easy for you to just look down on people, and the moment you begin to look down on people, respect is no longer there. There's something else about respect. Respect is that when you stand by something, you stand by it to the latter. And when I say stand by something, I mean something positive, something true, and something real. There's something that respect does to you. 10 years down the road, when you're no longer in that organization, or 20 years down the road, and you're still you're no longer in that organization, or you're no longer in that environment, you would still hear people talking about, oh, I remember this person. You keep your mark because of respect. Respect has a way of building you position, and the word is still respect. Interestingly, respect has, like, when you dish out respect has a way of giving you respect. Honorability, that's the word I was looking for. Being honorable. People, even if you're not being called honorable like they do call our politicians now, you would be honorable. People look at you with honor. When they see this person, they honor this person because this person gave out respect, dished out respect, and that's what respect does to you. When you do not give people the honor that they deserve, there's no respect. But a lot of times we thrive on the honor that our position, or the respect that our position gives us, and we begin to tread on people and trample on people, and we think that that is what gives us respect. Nah, that's not respect. In fact, for you to be in that kind of situation, and you are trampling on somebody's rights, or lording it over other people, then you lose respect. See, have you not heard somebody saying, you do know that you have lost this position, or you're nobody anymore? That's because you did not earn respect. But you see, some people will leave a position and still be called with that position's name because they earned the respect of that seat. That's why you will see somebody saying, regardless what people say, this person is mine. governor, this person is my reverend, this person is my pastor, this person is my teacher, regardless what any other person will say, because this person, they will stand by you and stand for you, because you gave respect and you received respect at the same time. But the moment that you lose respect, nobody wants to identify with you. So even if because of work environment I'm going to bear with this person, let me just bear it. It's just for
it
work.
has a
Let
way
me
of
just bear
rubbing
it.
on you when you associate with people that are not respected. So that is why people don't even want to associate with people that are not respected, because it will, you get, so it's going to definitely rub on you. Imagine that you're someone that people see and don't reverence. Like when I associate with you, the same way they speak to you, that's the same way they speak to me.
Because they say, show me your friend.
You
I
get,
tell you.
and you know,
That's
over
it.
time I understand that integrity sets you aside for respect. Like I've seen people that have left position and people still tell them, we hope that when we come to you, your door will still be open to us. If they didn't earn that respect, as soon as they leave those positions, then people will be like celebrating, thank God, let's see how he ends. You get, people will see you on the street, people that ordinarily will, oh, the ballet, do all of that, and they just look at you and say, see this one. Why? Because when you had the opportunity to respect people, to do the right thing, to uphold integrity, you didn't. And where does integrity comes from? Say a thing and stand by it.
Yes.
It comes from being principled, upholding the right virtues. Most times, like Jemima said, people keep saying, oh, do this, do that, but they don't act it. And you expect people to respect you. People can only, in a situation where you are their superior, they can only be scared of you. They can only be doing it because it is expected that, oh, our leader said, let's do this, they do that. But in them, they know that they don't have a single iota of respect for you. They don't. And that is why when you are not there, like nobody cares. They only act all the movies of respect when you are around. You get. So I think people need to understand. Yes, and that's what people. That's the sycophancy. And you know, I said it on one of our show here that see, people like sycophancy in Nigeria now is like one of our characteristics, especially to people that are holding positions. People come to you, they hail you, they reverence you, they worship you because of that position and what they want to get. And because they know that people that are in power like to be praised, like most of the people, they just want to be told, oh, what you're doing is the right thing. Like we see it in politics, how that the governor is failing, yet people that are around you will keep telling him that, see, oh, the
You're
people
doing
are
well.
happy with you, you are doing well and all. Just when the tenure is up, you see that you hardly hear those names. These are people that are referred to as honorable. Like you hardly, it's just like a title that is a title, but the characteristics of being honorable is not there. And a lot of times there are people that struggle to be respected. Sometimes I see people in the organization how that they want to explain why they should be respected. They say all manner of things. They rubbish other people so that you will see they need to respect them. But unfortunately, honestly, I pity people like that, because imagine that I'm meeting Jemima and telling her that Sambo Solomon cannot even do this work. He doesn't like, I'm saying all manner of things against him so that I can be at the forefront and she will see the need to respect me. As you are talking about that person, you're losing your respect.
Yes.
You have no idea, but you are losing your respect. Or your superior will give you an assignment and then you will not do it. You go, you grumble, you insult the person and all of that to another subordinate of yours. Then tomorrow you are giving the person an assignment. What do you think will happen? You can, like, there's no way you earn respect. You can't, in fact, even if you are that position that people should respect you, if you don't work for that respect, you will not be respected. And no wonder you see people give responsibilities and then it's just like nothing is being done about it. And then another person will come and say, please, can you do this for me? Look at it. I want you to do this before the end of today. And then the other person, please, can I get this before the end of the day? And you see that the person that even added please, the guy is rushing. You did not even give him any money or anything to do it. You that say, do this before the end of today. You even bought lunch for the person. He will still not do it.
Yeah, and you know what is funny about this? You find that this person will just do. Hey,
I
okay,
beg.
so you were saying
Like,
That's true.
you see, you see,
literally happens.
you see respect and honor, right? The beauty of it is that you earn it when you do the right thing.
Yes.
That's just it. If you are given an office as Oga at the top, if you do the right thing, you will earn respect and people will honor you after leaving the office. Because you know, you can't expect that you are doing the wrong thing and just by doing the wrong thing you want to earn respect out of it. It's not possible. By doing that, you are even saying that the Bible is a bunch of lie. That's just it. And you see, I watched one video that was trending. I don't know if any of you stumbled on it. A police officer that was retired, you know, and he refused to leave the office. Yes. So then the other guys now came with uniform and they were telling him, Oga, you have to go. You have to pack your things. Oga, you are leaving. You are retired already. So you leave this office, you are leaving. They are trying to pull him. Like they are telling him, you will hear them. They video it. It was trending, you know. Like they are calling him Oga, but I know they don't mean, you know. They are calling you Oga. Oga is your time. Your time is
If you
up.
don't know that there's
Your-
an Oga, there's
Yeah,
Oga,
yeah.
and there's Oga.
Oga.
So when they say
and
Oga,
there's Oga.
respect. There's the way you say Oga. It shows disrespect.
Yes.
Oga, it's time for you to leave.
To leave, just pack your things. They were just trying to drag in them. They're wearing uniform. Him, he was not wearing uniform. But one big office like that, you will know that, you know, there are so many things that happened when he was occupying that particular office. We shouldn't see that. You know, when you are leaving a place or an organization, whether as a staff or as a boss, you know, people should feel like something is leaving them. Like that. They'll be like, oh, we wish they will add maybe two years. You know, we know you are retired, but we don't want you to go. That's why you find some people will finish their tenure and they will be retained. They will be given a contract because people want them around.
This reminded me of the documentary of our immediate past GS during his Sanford valedictory dinner, and then when the documentary was just playing, then one of the I think cleaner, when she was talking about him, she said, "We'll miss him, oh, Gaskia, we will miss him." Like it was really touching, and that actually ended the video. She said, "We'll miss him, oh, Gaskia, we will miss him." Like true, we will miss him. Now, for you to hear somebody speak about like a leader that is about going, you know that there is actually impact that was felt. You get. So it's not about what you have acquired. People should understand that you can't get respect by what you have acquired. There are people that attitude, character is zero, and you want people to respect you, so you come to them and say, do you know who I am? Do you know how many cars I have in our house? Do you know, you come to your colleagues will be, everybody's trying to get work done, and you tell them, do you know I bought 10 wrappers yesterday? We just did fence in our house yesterday. Do you know how many house I have? Like, you cannot be respected because of that.
What you
I was
have.
going to say this on a lighter note. So I heard this story about someone who went to the airport, and for some reason the service in the airport was slow for him. And he came and met one of the attendants and was like, do you know who I am? Do you know who I am? Then the attendant went to the mic and was just like, hello.
Somebody's
Hello,
mad.
there's a case of a mistaken identity over here. This person doesn't know who he is.
And you know, the same story was told of a police officer as well. That was I think he stopped someone that didn't have something on the car, and then he was trying to talk to him, and he said, do you know who I am? He came out of the car, do you know who I am? And he just fetched sand and said, this is who you are. Like that left that man silent. He had no words, and he went back home. He kept thinking, this is who you are. See, if you understand the meaning of life, you will take things easy. You will respect people. You will understand that, see, these are humans. They are created by God. How would you handle a creation of God? When you understand that, see, this life, the way you are carrying it, this is not how it is. We kept talking about purpose on this platform. See, come to know who you are. what is your purpose, then you walk in line with that. There won't be need for you to compete, because if I compete with Jemima, I can only be her second version. There's uniqueness in me being Joyce. And when you refuse to be you, you're trying to be another person, you are depriving the world from meeting the real you that God has created you to be. So people should see that this life, like, it's simple, is easy. God made us the way we are so that we can enjoy relationship. At work, beyond you knowing the ethics of the work, see, there's need for you to earn respect by maintaining good relationship with people. I said it earlier on that some people are respected because of how kind they are. You can only be kind when you understand that, see, we are all humans created by God.
When you talk about creation, you know, God created us differently simply because he wants us to see his diversity, you know, and he finds pleasure in it, because you didn't ask him to create Jemima. You didn't ask him to create Solo. He feel, and he said he created us for his own pleasure. So the way I am is his own pleasure. That's diversity in God's creation. So you have to see it that way, because it's important. If you see a cripple today and you start wondering, why will God do this? Maybe he's trying to tell you, this is the other side. Yes, this is my other side. I created him so that some people don't understand when you sit them down and you talk to them. You understand? But when they see something, it draws their attention and it gives them, you know, it activates their sense of reasoning and they start thinking deep. Sometimes God will just keep certain people so that such people will just see, and then it will call their attention that, hey, God is real. If God created me wealthy and handsome, it's the same God. It's the same God. So you see, we really have to see God in a way that whatever he does, there's a reason and there's a purpose for it. You see, I always tell people, you know, I said, me being in Equa TV, up to now, I still ask questions. You know, with the flesh, I ask questions. But I know there's a reason. Because over 5,000 people apply for this job. Yes, then. Over 5,000. 3 people came for the second whatever. That is how it keep dropping. And ask me how many people were they looking for. Then, 12. Out of 5,000. And people that wrote the exam, I'm not the most brilliant and the most qualified. I'm not. But God know that there is a reason, there is a purpose. And you can't ask him, you can't question him. It's God. Leave it at that. Yes, some people play their own role and the rest, but God allowed it because he owns the heart of men to achieve his purpose. So whatever you see, know that God, you know, designed it that way. So if you are put in a place, don't just see the issue of work in your mind. Yes, there's work. There's also relationship. That's why I say it's holistic. You will be shocked that Jemima will be here simply because God wants her to be here, so that every day she comes to work, she will encourage Solo. Because he's passing through something that only her, whether she know or she don't. We have to see things beyond just the normal activity. It's just that we are we're carried away by activities and the way the world is moving fast. Sometimes we get lost in the sense that competition set in. Now I'm at work, instead of looking at the purpose why I'm here and why God is bringing prudence. You understand? Maybe it's just for her to assist me in some areas, but I'm picking her to be my competition. Automatically, there's a sharp, what do you call it? Diversion of purpose. So instead of concentrating on the purpose of why God brought her to me, that I will learn and build myself, now I pick her to be my devil, position her to be my competition, so that I will lose my focus.
Something that is really key is that when you respect people, it gives room for creativity and productivity. Because in a team where there is respect and everybody respects each other's ideas or ideologies, where you're coming from. I respect you because I know that you bring quality. So when this person is bringing in his own opinion or her own opinion to the table, you have open ears to listen and respect what this person has to say. Even if you don't totally agree, at the end of the day, you might have reasons to compromise depending on what the environment you're finding yourself in is. But at the end of the day, you find that because of these ideas, you're able to reach your goal faster than when you dictate. See, when you begin to tell people, I want this exactly like this, and I don't care what ideologies, you don't have to say it, but then you have implied it. I don't care what you have, whatever creativity you think you have in your mind. No, I don't. It's what I'm picturing in my head that I want you to do. At the end of the day, this person's own creativity begins to dwindle. And so you are being the reason why somebody else is being dragged down. And because of that, you would you think that there's no repercussion, right? On down the line, everybody, there's just a way that the world revolves and turns, and everything you do, you still get back the consequences. But since we're talking about respect right now, the key thing is that for you to forge ahead in a work environment, for you to meet your goals at the end of the day, it is important that you listen and respect people, and you respect their ideas as well, because they did not go to school for no reason, or they did not invest in this business for no reason. They also have future dreams and plans. But in doing that, as well, as much as you're respecting people and you're respecting their ideas to use for your work or for your goal and long term, it is also key that you are sensitive to when this person is being genuine or not. Because if you respect people and you're listening, okay, you respect people because this is a person and you're listening, it is easy for you to dictate who is on the right and who is on the wrong, because you're actually paying attention. But the moment you're not doing that, it's easy for you to be misled. You just find yourself doing whatever comes your way, and because of that, you and the person as well, you might just have a crash, and the crash is not going to be a simple one. So respect is really important in a work environment. In fact, I'm of the opinion that in a work environment that there is no respect, then that work, they would hardly, if ever, achieve their goals. Why would I say so? I've seen a snippet of some work environments in Nigeria, and I'm talking about the government organization, the government setting, and you would find government-owned ministries and all those others, and you see the way people relate with each other. You would find that this person will come in this morning, does what she wants to do, she needs to do, and she's minding her business. Tomorrow, immediately she's coming in and doing her business, some people are coming in and say, did you see that person? See what she's doing. Tomorrow, they will come and cordially laugh with you because you're their boss. They have no other option. But then again, when you leave, immediately after you leave the office, they're still doing, look at that one, and they're pushing their mouths. Or you would find, if this person is here, everybody's like, hey boss, you're doing great, you're doing well, you're doing fine. And the next minute, immediately he goes out to say, and he will just be feeling himself when he doesn't even know what he's doing.
There's a saying, Prudence, that when people are clapping for you, check the people before you actually celebrate and accept such applause. Who are the people that are actually clapping for you? See, you cannot be respected if you are everywhere. We kept talking about building relationships. See, you need to understand why you are in that place. There are people that took the relationship above the work. And at the end of the day, that's why we spoke about people being at work and not working.
Yes.
Like, you are employed presenter. You should be in the programs unit, trying to study for your programs, making research, doing everything that has to do with your program. But when they go to the security post, you're there. When they go to the master control, you're there. When they go to the editing suite, you're there. When they go to the studio, you're there. Neighboring department, you're there.
And
Between your work hours, there's a saying about familiarity. It breeds disrespect. You can't take that away.
I was actually going to say that this illustration you just gave just describes or just says this, that you don't respect the organization that you found yourself in. Because if you did respect that organization, you would find yourself doing exactly what you were sent to this or accepted into this organization to do. But the moment that you don't respect that organization, you do whatever you want to do. So first of all, in a work environment, it is key that you first respect that authority that brought you into the place.
And you hear people working in an environment and they will tell you that means what I want to do, that will do. The people you're saying that to can never respect you. Yes, because in a work environment, there are different levels to different departments, different units, and there's how work is expected to be done. So by the time you say you're going to disregard process, you're going to is what you want to do, what you feel like doing that you're going to do. It brings disrespect. You have no idea. No one that you keep giving assignment or nobody does it. Why? Because you have been that loose that you're all available everywhere at work time, disregarding your primary assignment, creating time for other things that does not add up to work. You can't be respected if you gossip all over. You can never. Some people do that because they think, it's a way of making themselves more important, but it's just a sign of low self-esteem. Because when you have high self-esteem, you'll be busy building yourself and building other people. You in respect from that.
I love the fact that you say building yourself and building other people, because there's thin line between you have high self-esteem, because it can easily be graduated like to pride. You understand? But when you said, doing what you're supposed to do and then carrying other people along, that means you're humble, you're kind, you want to impact, because wherever there's respect, there's impactation. You understand? Because people respect you because you are impacting something in them. But when you see there's no respect, there's every possibility there's no impact. Like you rightly said, people can just be afraid. People can just say, because in this organization there's this guideline that I just have to follow. It's not that is cool with me. And then you see people using the position. You understand? Using the position to achieve what they want to achieve, either positive or negative. So, but we are talking about the positive angle of it. That is why it is important for us to know, whatever you do, it will definitely come back. Sometimes what we fail to understand is that most people fail to understand is that this Bible is the only truth that I know, and I'm holding on to it tight. Sometimes when I want to do some things funny, I think about my fourth generation. It is not necessary today you will torment people, you will do bad things to people, and you don't care, you don't give regard to human, and you think you will go scot-free. Yes, you may. But the danger that is attached to it, according to the word of God, he said he blesses till fourth generation, and he curses to fourth generation. So you can do something now, and then your great-grandchildren are the one to receive either the blessing or the impact of the curse. So it is very important to know that you have to respect people. Not you have to respect them no matter what, because that's what the Bible says. Because it's right. That's why I said earlier, for you to even get respect is for you to do the right thing.
Sambo Solomon, let's make this line clear. As much as it is expected that you respect everybody, we said earlier on that you earn your respect. There are people in work organization that are disregarded because, like, even the organization knows that they can't get results from there. And no wonder you see that some people are working their heads up and down just to get things doing. Because even the organization knows that, hey, if we keep this assignment to this person, then we are gone. And see, honestly, even within your co-workers, people know who can deliver and who will not deliver. So imagine that each time assignment is being given to you, you're always giving excuse. You cannot be respected at workplace. We're saying workplace. You can never be respected if you are all about excuses. See, the primary assignment there is for you to make things work. Be humble. If you don't understand, ask questions. When there's need for you, it was Prudence I was talking about, your ability to learn, to make the environment even in a way that people will be able to learn. There are people that is what they say that is final. Like you are making mistake or you made mistake. You're being told that, hey, leave it like that because you are correct me. Yes, you can. Who is this person to correct me?
I was here before you.
You get So imagine. So that's a basis for you to even be respected. People feel, oh, I'm here before you. Why would she be correcting me? Like who is Prudence to correct me? Hey, you have to humble yourself to be respected. Most times when I do things, I ask people, whoa, what do you think about this? Because I'm not an island. And you need to understand that you're not an island, even as a head, even as the Oga of the organization. You're not an island. There's something in that person. You don't always say that there's greatness in everybody, and that's how God created us. We're all unique in our own area. So there's something you can add up from what Prudence knows, Sambo, Solomon, Jemima, and you see that you're making something very huge and impactful. So you have to be humble. Talk less, listen more. Don't be everywhere gossiping your dear. When you want to settle anything that has to, they say, them say, your name will be there. No, like tell yourself, be determined that and you have to be deliberate about it. See, respect comes with value. Sure. Tell yourself that I will never be found in a place where my name will be mentioned when it comes to settling gossip. My name will never be mentioned when it comes to the wrong things. But my name will be mentioned when the right thing is being done or result is expected. Where excellence is expected. I will definitely be called there. You earn your respect by making things work.
And then just like you said, respect has to do with value. Before people will respect you, there's a value they are seeing. They saw that you attach to yourself. And then in respecting you, they want to come closer to you to be able to tap from your wealth of experience, knowledge, and whatever it is. They saw something. That is why they are coming to you. And then in respecting people or earning respect, you don't just rush at it. Just like we said, it is built. You cannot just start working last week and say, oh, I respect her. You have to observe, continue learning. There are some people that when you look at them first glance, you just hate them. Maybe their face is not friendly, their manner, their attitude, they are just nonchalant. You just hate them. There are people that personally I didn't like. But with time, when I sat down and continued to observe her, I just knew that if I had allowed this person to go, I would have missed a whole lot. So in respecting, you have to be a keen observer. You can't just conclude within a very short period of time. Some people, that nonchalant attitude, that unfriendliness they have, deep within them, they have a very, very soft heart. They have so much that you would learn. And that thing you will learn will take you very far in life. So in respecting people, learn to look above just the physical, what you're seeing. Look above it. There are many bosses that their subordinate hated them because of certain things that they exhibited. But if you look at them inside, they are very soft. So you have to sit down and always look at what you have to learn. Even if your boss is very harsh, even if whoever is very harsh, learn to look outside the box. Like, what can I still learn from this person? And you find out that there's a lot. Even the janitor, the cleaner that is doing whatever. Why is this person doing this? You would notice that you will learn far more from that person than even the one that you thought you were expecting so much from. So everybody, you have one thing to learn from, but except you're willing to really observe and see what you have to learn, and then always learn to give out respect as well. You cannot be found everywhere, just like Joyce said. People will not take you serious. Everywhere they go, you are there. You are running mouth all the time. You won't even know when you will say things that ordinarily you will not say. Things that will even stand against you later on. You won't know. And then people are looking at all these small check marks. These are the things that they are building. What do you think
Building,
they said
yes.
respect is built? It's all these small things that at the end of the day, when you gather, it makes a very big ocean. So those small things, checkmate yourself. You want to respect. Why are these people not respecting me? Sit down and see. Kai, you talk a lot. You make some sarcastic statements. You do some things like that. And then when you sit down and checkmate yourself, you will see that, wow, there's more that I can give. There's more that I can teach. Well, probably I just joined now, but I can even do better than someone that has been here for 5 years. I can do better than someone that just started. Someone that has been here for. It's not about how long you have been there. The shortest period of time you were here. What were you able to give? What did people learn? Some people stayed and didn't even last so long, but their names are still being mentioned. I still hear other people's names that I don't even know, and they say, wow, this person did this, wow, this person did that, but they are not even here to listen to the testimonies. So in as much as you want to earn respect, you also have to receive it, and then you have to be open-minded
Talking
in the
about
workplace.
how long, it doesn't matter how long. I love that part, because I just connected with the life of Jesus. You check his life, he lived 33 years, right? Ministry of 3 years, and changed the world. You know,
Till tomorrow, there's no name
yes.
greater than that.
And if you look at then the Malamen Ataurat, I like calling it in Hausa because there's a way it's going. Why are they calling it English? It's a hindrance, right? Just look at it. Earlier you mentioned something. He came, he said it, he acted it regardless. So when he came, he was saying it, he was acting it, people were seeing, so it was easier for people then, to follow him. And that's when those big shots then, started plotting grab. This boy, this carpenter, they just, the boy is just changing everything around. See how people are following. They just feel they are losing their respect. They are losing their members. And they started wondering, what really is going on? Because, Jesus came and he was doing the right thing. And people just see the need to follow it. So if you want to earn respect, just do the right thing. And if you see people restless, they are not comfortable, it's because they feel they are just losing ground. And that was exactly what happened. And that's what led to his plot to the cross. And to today we are saying, thank God. They even plot and lead them to the cross that we are able to get salvation today. They didn't know that they were doing us good. They didn't know at all. They were thinking, let's eliminate him because he's taking our fame. Then they were saying things, but they were not doing it. They were not doing it. They give laws, they give order, they say this is wrong, this is wrong, but they were doing different things. But Jesus came, he said this is the way to do, and he was doing, and the people saw, and they were like, no, he's different from them.
You earn respect when you inspire and motivate other people.
Very true.
There are a lot of people that work today that see people as competition. Maybe I work as let's say a cleaner, another cleaner is employed, I become angry. And then the person is asking, oh, where's the Omo, where's this, where is the detergent, and all of that, and you're saying, I don't know, because you want the person to do the wrong thing, you want the person to fail so that you still prove yourself that outside me there's no me. There are people that boast at work that if it's not me, this cannot be done. You did not, you don't know what the Bible says.
I will teach you. So I will teach you so that you will take
you
the glory.
get. So
when
people,
Oga is saying well done, you will be shaking as if you
so
are the
people
one.
fight other people. You don't inspire, you don't motivate people. You need to apply emotional intelligence if you want to be respected at work. Learn to inspire people. When you work with people, see there's greatness in everybody. Make sure you are the reason why somebody is saying, oh, I can't wait for Monday so that I can be at work, because he knows that, oh, this person is going to push me to do the needs. Even when I'm losing hope, I'm seeing that I cannot do it. Somebody is believing in you and saying that this person, he can do it, she can do it. So you will earn respect when you inspire people, when you motivate people. Tomorrow they will not forget you. People will tell you, I'm where I am today because of this person, because of that person. And in building relationship, in respecting people at work, you must learn to set boundaries.
Yes.
Because you are at work. You should understand that in the first place. So what are your boundaries? You know that, see, from 8 to 12 is my work hours. When somebody is coming to tell you, hey, let's go now, let's just go out, let's go and buy this, during work hour, you learn to say no. Let's meet during break time. You meet break time. When break is over, you go back to work. Don't be, like I said, don't be everywhere. If you're everywhere at the right time, you'll be disrespected. Even if it's the right thing you're doing, but because it's the wrong time, you will be disrespected.
Yeah. And I just wanted to add this, just so you don't think that we are only talking about the office environment. No. You want to earn respect as someone who does you're using skills. Give out your best. And when you say, we have something that, like, tailors are known with this in Nigeria, we never keep to time. It's like, if they say tailors should do this, you would hardly find that this tailor is keeping to time. Today you tell you, no, come back today, no, come back tomorrow. In fact, I wanted to do it though, but some things came up, so I did not. At that moment, you have already started losing, and you want to try somebody else. And that's what happens with a lot of people that are doing.
You did not see that picture of a customer that went with cutlass and stood on the tailor's head. You must finish. If that customer respects you for value that you're giving him, he will not even shout at you or hold cutlass. Do it, or you get. So, like you rightly said, it's not just about organization or office. Even your business, even the skill that you're doing. See, be truthful. Be truthful.
That's your work.
Today, people lie. Like sometimes when I hear people lie, but it's like even the devil like, hey, this one passed my power.
And I also wanted to add this, apart from the fact of skills. See, even if you're a missionary or in a mission field, and that's your work. A story was told of this missionary who went to a village, and he tried to talk to them at first, and nobody listened. So he lived his life among those people and died. Then another came and saw and started talking to them, and he was explaining how Jesus did miracles, and Jesus did this. He healed the sick. He cared for this. He paid for this. He did that, and these people were like, "Are you not talking about this man that came and lived here amongst us?" So at that moment, he already done the mission work. He had already done it. They were just needing conviction. So sometimes you might not even see the result, but giving your best so that respect will be earned and gained at the end of the day. It's not always that when you put in your best to be respected that you see that respect. People would trample on you. People will hate you because of what you're giving out. That's the truth. If not, they would have not led Jesus Christ to the cross. No. He would have just continued living with them, and they would respect him for who he is. But no, because he was giving out value and respect to people, he gave out respect that even when he was calling out the Pharisees and the Sadducees, they knew they were the ones, but out there, and every other person knew that he was calling them out, but he called them out respectfully because he knew that there is a possibility that they can change their minds. But although they did not do that, they lost that opportunity. But the key thing is that respect. He continuously gave that respect. He gave the respect to a child. He gave a respect to a blind man. He gave respect to women when women were not really taken as people of value. He gave respect to the tax collectors who everybody saw as sinner. He gave respect to a Samaritan who was a woman. So like that's how important respect. He didn't stop giving respect because people hated that he does that. No, he continued, and that's the attitude and the attributes we should all have and carry along. You should also know that regardless what is happening, whether people appreciate your respect or not, you continue to dish out respect because that is what you're supposed to do, and that is who you are because you're in Christ. And if it is not, anything else is just substandard.
Saying something and sticking to it earns you respect.
That's
Doing
a
the
powerful
right
one.
thing even when everyone is doing the wrong thing earns you respect, because it gives you confidence that you know what you're doing and you're standing by it. Even when the whole world is mocking you, gossiping about you, pointing hands at you, so far you know that it is the right thing and God will be happy with you. That is the most important thing. Then you will earn respect. Even if you don't earn it immediately, later on people will keep talking about that thing that you're doing. You think they are not seeing it, they are seeing it. Are they not learning? They are learning. But probably envy will not even allow them to accept it. They are even scared of coming out. But because you're doing the right thing, people will continue to say it, and you've left footprints for people to learn from.
That's a
Doing the
powerful
right
one.
thing, doing the right thing at work earns you respect. Respect is not earned by shouting. Do the right thing. People will respect you.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Jemima. Thank you, Prudence and Sambo Solomon. Respect is reciprocal. As much as you need respect, you need to give out respect, because we are all created in the image of God. Then it is needful that we also treat people as Christ does, or as Christ will. Just remember to be kind to one another. Until we come your way tomorrow with another package on today's life, you have a blessed day.